Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about teaching or tutoring English as a second language. So, this comes up a lot often with newer teachers. They get part of the Facebook group, they're part of the Reddit group, and whether they have experience or don't, they're like, well, how often should I work? And I want to give Cambly as the example. So Cambly runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with students throughout the world. And you set your own schedule, and you're allowed one 5-minute break per hour. So you have a little green thing you push, and it counts the time down. And we have a lot of teachers that are like, oh, I taught 10 hours in a row and I'm so tired. Or I taught 3 hours in a row and I had to pay. And they're like, well, what should we do? Well, unless you have an hour-long call or reservations, or you're part of Cambly Kids, which I'll talk about in just a minute, you're not talking the whole time. So let's talk about a little bit what you have at your desk. You've got some tea. You've got some water. Maybe a cup of coffee. You shouldn't be guzzling this stuff. I mean, I live in Texas. It's hot. But you should just sip as much as you need to talk and stay hydrated. You know, you only have 5-minute break. So since a lot of calls are 15 and 30 minutes, when say I'm working between noon and 1 p.m. my time zone, around 12:20, 12:15, 12:20, I'll click that 5-minute break, go to the bathroom, get a cup of coffee, wash my hands, or just whatever you need to do. Come back and expect a 15 or 30-minute call, which will take you to the next hour almost. So that's the way I handle it. When I first started, I worked 2 hours on, 1 hour off, 2 hours on, 1 hour off, and that worked for me. Today, July 20th, 2021, I worked 7 hours straight, but it's a Tuesday, and it's not busy. So I'm not emotionally worn out or tired or anything like that. It's just kind of like, where are the calls? Where are my calls at? Where are you? So it wasn't very busy. Mondays and Tuesdays are not. However, I don't schedule that many hours in a row when it comes to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because those are the back-to-back calls. And the Students Week, I believe, runs a Monday to Sunday. So a student will buy a subscription package for, say, 15 minutes, 2 lessons a week. So it's use it or lose it, and the weekends are busy. If you are cut out of priority hours, or you're not sure what your schedule is going to be, Friday, Saturday, Sunday are good days just to go visible. You're not guaranteed time, but people are looking. So that's good. And if you have experience with the Chinese companies, you know that usually I'm in Central Standard Time, so 4 to 8, 8:30 in the morning is when they're available, and then again 8 p.m. to 10 in the evening. So you don't have as much flexibility. You're trying to get all your classes and just be done with it. So I like Cambly for the flexibility. It does not pay well, and we all know that, but it is very flexible. And if you can book your priority hours where you're guaranteed either 15 or 30 minutes of talk time per hour, that does very well. And you should build up to working all day. Now, I know that there are at-home digital nomads who work, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day or 5 days a week. And it works for them. You know, Cambly is a living wage in a lot of countries. So if you live in Central America, if you live in Africa, certain countries in Europe, not the United Kingdom because the exchange rate sucks. But I mean, if I worked a ton of hours, I could pay my bills. But I have other sources of income, so I don't qualify to answer that question. Anyways, this is just my little rant about bookings. If you are interested in teaching, oh, there's one thing I need to talk about. Let's talk about Cambly Kids. Now, if you are approved for Cambly Kids and you have a reservation or priority hours already booked, they're going to fill up like that. And it will be back to back. You will not be able to hit that 5-minute button during the hour because you cannot interrupt class. So if you are doing Cambly Kids, 2 hours on, 1 hour off, 1 hour on, 1 hour off. However, because Cambly does not allow you to say, hey, I need to go to the bathroom, you are expected to schedule in your breaks when you're setting reservations or priority hours or booking. My little rant. But Cambly Kids does pay more and it's steadier income. Anyways, thank you for your time. I'll see you next week.